Wow, look at that sky. Look at that mirroring going on. Ooh. Look at that cloud mirroring. Mirroring, mirroring, mirror. Oh, the bugs are something bad here today. Bad. Watch for the fishy on the right side of the screen. This is not a mirage, and this is slowed down to 33%. There'll be other things on this video that you will notice that would tell you that these are not mirages, they're real objects just being mirrored off the invisible water plane. Mirroring the trees off the water. Mirroring the bird off the water. Mirror, mirror on the water. Also pay attention to the birds and the bugs in this video because you'll find later on what these things are flying in front of the screen. They are not UFOs. They're dust, bugs, and birds. And you'll see them later on as I zoom in some parts of this video. So don't get excited, you UFO guys. Throughout all my observations and all my video proofs that I have acquired from all my videoing on the horizon, I have noticed these details that actually turn the water into, it's invisible because it's actually a mirror. So what you see above this visible water line is actually objects that are just being mirrored off the mirroring water. So it's invisible water, but it actually turns into a mirror. So even there is a false horizon out there, and I will show you the real horizon, the true horizon, later on in this video. So pay attention to all the detail that you can, and you will see it. All right, I'd also like to bring to your attention that this mirroring effect hides objects. It hides parts of the object, but you will see throughout the video how these illusions work. And there is a illusion out here, but it's not a mirage. It's actually the mirroring causing the illusion. And also you'll see some beautiful skies. The skies are absolutely gorgeous, and I captured them in this video. I hope you enjoy it.
Well, it looks like a rock sticking out.
Watch the birdie. I got eaten alive by not only mosquitoes, by what they call no-see-ums down here. They're little bugs that'll bite the crap out of you. So I got eaten alive for this footage, my
Try something. Okay, it's 7:55 and I have 8:24 till sunset. I'm going to try to catch this. And here, just so you know, there's the water's edge. Here's my tripod. My tripod is only at halfway up. And I'm putting it back on the tripod.
Now later on during one of my time-lapse videos, the water was coming in and it started washing my leg out from underneath it, so it was sinking as my time lapse was going on. So you'll see it in this video.
And I know the sun is in there somewhere. You can see where the light's coming from. Now see that gap above the water? That actually could be some clear sky in there, so I might catch the sun popping out underneath. Even though it looks dark, it very well could be clear skies at the edge. going to watch it with my eyes, but I want to get it right there. And actually I'm going to turn my compensation up to 0 or a little bit above. Perfect. Now if I can see it with my sunglasses, I'll zoom in on it. But all I see is the light refracting off the clouds. Or I should say reflecting off the clouds. I have to show that too. That is absolutely gorgeous. There's a sundog right here. I'll try to focus it in. Oh, that's awesome. I wish I would have brought my GoPro camera. Man, am I getting eaten up by bugs?
I do want to say at times I am looking a lot more than just a couple of miles out there in that Gulf of Mexico. Of course, this is shot over the Gulf of Mexico from Central Florida. And there's a bird rack, the main bird rack that I showed right in the very beginning. That is 4 miles away. So how far are those clouds way out on the horizon? They're tens of miles out there. They may be 50, 60 miles out there on that edge. And again, I'm going to show how the mirroring of the clouds will actually show you where the true horizon line is. So again, pay close attention. Also pay close attention to the clouds, because they can give you an illusion too. But we're working on trying to solve that illusion and show people that it is an illusion and it is not reality. So I have plenty of evidence, plenty of proof in all my footage, and I also have proof of these clouds and that hidden horizon line. So I will make another video about that in the future, showing where that hidden horizon is.
Man, I want to shoot that sundog, but I also want to catch the sun. The edge of it's starting to show, I believe.
I do apologize for my long observations, but the only way to observe stuff is to do long observations. And I've learned a lot from all my
Right there.
observations, especially the density of the clouds and how these thinner, less dense clouds will light up white, and then the darker ones will light up brown. And you'll see the leading edges of these clouds will sometimes appear to be going behind the sun, but that's only because of their density. The thicker the cloud, the more you'll see it going in front. Now, that's all one cloud right there, but part of it gives you the illusion that it's going behind it. That's just an illusion, people.
You see
Look at
something?
it, watch. The less dense portion of these clouds will get lit up and cause this illusion to happen. I have plenty of proof of this, and this is why I post a lot of my videos about the sun, because it's obvious that if you really look at that and study density of clouds, some clouds you can see right through, and other ones you cannot. So take that into consideration when you're observing the sun, even with a camera, that it's going to create an illusion for you. And that illusion is clouds going behind it, but they're all going in front of the sun. All of them. You can look at any high altitude balloon flights that show the sun, and you'll see all the clouds below it and never one bit of cloud above it.
Being filtered through all those clouds. And the white ones or the clear open sky is where all the glare is coming from. Look at this. How the light makes the darkness. Right there. I'm going to zoom back to that sundog. That's pretty wild. Man, I hope I have enough batteries to catch this. "12 more minutes."
There's a dolphin out there on the edge swimming. You can barely see him, but just above the water line, you'll see him flipping around out there.
Man, the bugs are bad. Oh my goodness. They are eating me alive. Mosquitoes are even out.
That's what you're seeing in this video. Birds and bugs, bugs and birds. Not UFOs. They could even be dust particles floating around in the air as far as I know, but these are definitely not UFOs. I think they're more bugs than anything.
Bugs and birds and birds and bugs. Clouds are pinching me off here. Mirror, mirror on the water.
Okay, you can watch this dolphin swimming in the mirror in that invisible water right at the edge. This is not being protruded up by some heat inversion or some magical force. This is a dolphin swimming in that water. So when people tell you that this is a mirage, they're full of crap because they don't understand that this water line is uh, the angular resolution. My camera cannot pick up the actual water, so it creates a mirror effect. So again, this is a dolphin swimming in the water, and you even see his fin being mirrored. So again, it's in the invisible water, it's in the mirror. That dolphin is swimming in the mirror. And that board or whatever that is floating in the mirror.
That's how far back the true horizon is, right in that V of those clouds.
Okay, the way I see it is somewhere where this arrow is, or this line is actually where the true horizon is. You can see the reflection above and below. So I'm not saying that that's exactly where it's at, but I'm saying somewhere in between these two reflections. The cloud above is the true cloud, the cloud below is the reflection of that cloud above. So again, observation, observing, this shows me where the true horizon line actually is. And I'm sure you just seen those birds, being covered and hidden by the mirror, just like the hidden horizon is. So this is the true hidden horizon line as far as I'm concerned. Now I put the line a little lower than in between because I don't believe that it's up quite as high, but it's fairly close to where I think it should be. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. As above, so below. Take that to the bank. One other thing I'd like to add to this, as it gets darker, my full zoom gets kind of a little grainy. But I think that just has to do with just getting darker, and the camera can't resolve it any better. Split that boat in half, and that's your boat. And it's just being hidden by its own reflection. You can even do this with a mirror. And I will even attempt to do that eventually, is show some things with a mirror, a board, and show you how the camera, the resolution of the camera is pretty much the focus of the camera, and it cannot focus in on these areas quite as well because of that mirroring, and the water that you cannot see, the wake that you cannot see, is what's actually hiding that boat. It isn't so much the mirror, but it is the wake. It's the things that you can't see in the water that's actually um, hiding the boat, if you can understand that. I might be able to bring that out in a different video. Now, I could speed these videos up, but you wouldn't be able to pay attention to the detail that these videos show. This is why I observe and analyze my videos and review them over and over again, so I can grasp what's actually going on. to me, this is observable and repeatable that I can do this. Other days when I've got good visibility, I'll see this whole boat actually on the water. And you can look back at my other videos and see that certain days you don't have all this mirroring, and then you can actually see these boats. It's visibility that actually helps when you're really looking out there trying to find that true horizon. Also, the water gives you depth perception. Kind of hard to tell how far things are away due to this fact. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you think about it and you observe these and you're taking in all these details, you might be able to actually, solve it in your own mind, actually, what you're watching. And you can even see these lights rising up from each other, the reflection, and you'll see them separate. And you'll see that with the sun backwards, with the sun coming to the water, you'll see its own reflection off the water. So think about it, people. I know what I'm seeing.
I want to zoom out to something. Show you how far that's out. And my tripod's in the water. I'll back my tripod up.
See that?
The dolphin?
Oh, the dolphin.
Yeah. I think it's two of them. Tide's washing my tripod end in. Time for a little time lapse.
I was a little out of focus and my tripod is actually getting washed in from the water. It's the front legs setting in the water. And I thought it was funny.
Okay, I don't think you can see where I was zoomed out to doing that time lapse, but let me see if I can pull back and kind of show you. There ain't much light left in the sky, but when I do a time lapse, it shows a lot more. So I'm going to get my tripod out of the water here and set it back and do a time lapse further away from that water's edge. And the bugs are really eating me up here today, guys. I'm going to do a time lapse. Right about there. And it's just going to be a 10-minute one.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed my presentation. Like, subscribe, share, and feel free to use any of this video that you like, unless you're going to be a stink pot and try to ruin it with your false claims, or your ridiculous claims, I should say. So, again, I hope you enjoyed.